Hey everyone, buckle up because what I'm about to reveal could be the biggest game changer in crypto history. Imagine this: central banks around the globe, the very guardians of the world's financial system, are on the brink of embracing XRP as their go to asset for cross border settlements and liquidity. And with XRP sitting at $2.50 today, October 21st, 2025. This isn't just hype, it's backed by fresh evidence from today's buzzing X feeds that's sending shockwaves through the community. If you're an XRP holder, you better stick around, because by the end of this, you'll see why this could explode your portfolio. But hold on. What if I told you the Federal Reserve itself is hosting a summit today that's positioning XRP right at the heart of it all? We'll break that down step by step. But first, let's unpack why this adoption is inevitable and what it means for you. Now, before we go any further, remember this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing insights based on public data and community discussions to educate and excite you about the possibilities. Always do your own research and consult professionals. All right, let's jump in. The thesis here is crystal clear. Central banks are about to adopt XRP because it's the only asset built from the ground up for institutional grade payments. Fast, cheap, and scalable. We're talking about bridging the old world of finance with the new, and XRP is the key. But don't take my word for it. Today's X chatter is exploding with proof. For instance, just hours ago, Ripple XDev announced that regulated stablecoins are now live on the XRP ledger, making it easier than ever for institutions to move compliant digital dollars. This is huge. It's like laying the railroad tracks for central banks to hop on board without the regulatory headaches. Think about it like this: traditional banking is like sending a letter through the mail, slow, expensive, and prone to delays. XRP, it's like instant email on steroids, settling in seconds for pennies. And with the global economy demanding faster cross-border flows, central banks have no choice but to upgrade. But wait until you hear about the Federal Reserve's moves today. That's our first mini cliffhanger. Stick with me because this could flip the script on everything you thought you knew about XRP's future. Moving into the meat of this, let's deep dive into the current XRP surge and why central bank adoption feels closer than ever. XRP has been on a tear, hitting $2.50 amid whispers of institutional inflows, and the community is fired up. Just check out this tweet from Jack the Rippler. Ripple listed Bank of America on its website. Bowie holds a patent to use XRP as a bridge asset. That's not just talk. Bank of America, one of the biggest players in global finance, has tech patented to leverage XRP for bridging assets. Imagine central banks following suit, using XRP to seamlessly connect fiat currencies worldwide. This isn't speculation, it's happening in real time. And speaking of real-time buzz, ex-finance bull dropped a bombshell. You are not bullish enough on XRP. A new $1 billion public company ever will buy XRP on the open market to build the world's largest institutional XRP treasury. Evernorth, backed by Ripple insiders like former GM, who drove adoption at MoneyGram, and Bitso, plus ex-Bank of America execs managing billions. They're stacking billions in XRP for liquidity and scale. This is insider info you won't find elsewhere. It's like getting a front row seat to the supply shock that's coming, with XLR and Flare eyeing 5 billion XRP each. That's 10 to 60 hundreds of circulating supply locked up, plus Ripple's buybacks and ETFs gobbling more. What if this drives XRP to $100 or beyond? We'll explore that scenario soon, but first let's address the Fed's role. Today's Federal Reserve Summit on payment innovation is straight fire. As ex-finance bull highlighted, it features Chainlink's CEO, BNY, a Ripple partner, Circle, Coinbase, Stripe, JPM, BlackRock CK, and more. Payment rails are going protocol native, and XRP is primed for it. Ripple has even applied for a master account with the Fed. Imagine XRP integrated directly into the US central banking system. Crypto Hulk chimed in. USA Federal Reserve Emergency Crypto Meeting. XRP chosen. Evidence shown. This isn't coincidence, it's convergence. Central banks like the ECB and Fed are eyeing Ripple for bridging legacy systems to blockchain. Stern Drew nailed it. ECB plus Fed plus SW if arrow Ripple. If treasurers can route flows via XRP, the integration is quiet but unstoppable. Now let's build some suspense here. What if central banks announce XRP pilots in the next quarter? Picture this: the Bank of England or the Reserve Bank of India testing XRP for remittances. That's not far-fetched. Ripple's already expanding into South Africa with institutional custody as per XRP Army's post. And with BlackRock TK launching Bitcoin ETPs in the UK while lifting trading bans, the door's wide open for XRP. But hold that thought. Up next, we'll debunk the myths holding people back and reveal a prediction that'll have you rethinking your stack. Pacing ourselves, let's keep the energy high. You've made it this far. Great job staying engaged. Now imagine you're a central banker staring at trillions in inefficient transfers. XRP solves that with its DX, AMM, and now MPTS, multi-purpose tokens from Ripple XDev's white paper. These embed metadata and compliance right in. No custom contracts needed. It's like giving banks a plug-and-play tool for tokenizing assets. And Flare's FXRP extends XRP into DeFi as collateral and yield composability on steroids. Community reactions are off the charts. Dr. Scott Young tweeted, "The US crypto reserve will include XRP. History is being written." That's fuel right there. Blue Panda added, "Stage is set. Flip of the switch will have number Ripple, number XRP PPL primed and ready. End the hashtag Fed. ETFs will drive the price. The XRP army is uniting, predicting supply shocks and moonshots." Ripple Bullwinkle shared Bank of America's CEO just said, "US banks will come in hard on crypto payments once regs are clear." Pair that with Ripple-backed Evernorth. Feels like the rails are being laid. This is the kind of viral chatter driving engagement. Debate in the comments. What's your XRP price target post-adoption? But let's not overlook the counter-arguments. If you're doubting this surge, like most skeptics are thinking XRP has been around forever, why now? Fair point. Myth 1, XRP is just for payments, no DeFi utility. Wrong. With lending protocols in a hackathon via Immunify and ZKPs for privacy, it's evolving into full institutional DeFi. Myth 2, regulations will kill it. Actually, Ripple's compliance focus is why banks love it. Think MiCA-compliant Europe stablecoin on XRPL. Addressing pain points. If volatility scares you, stablecoins like RLUSD tie in perfectly, settling in XRP. And for holders worried about dumps, institutional treasuries like Evernorth's lock supply creating upward pressure, building to the climax, this changes everything. With XRP at $2.50. Predictions from influencers like Sinvestor point to Monica Long, revealing Bank of America's all-in on XRP. Combine that with global momentum, Korea rolling out stablecoins, ESRB calling for oversight, XRP is positioned as the settlement layer. My bold prediction, by mid-2026, at least 3 major central banks will pilot XRP, pushing price to $50 plus. Why? Supply shock from ETFs, 20 billion XRP, buybacks 1 billion, and treasuries 1 billion plus. That's half the supply gone. FOMO will hit retail hard. Wrapping this up on an uplifting note, XRP holders, you're part of something revolutionary. We've covered the hook, central banks adopting, the dive, Fed summits, Evernorth treasuries, patents, debunked myths, and predicted moonshots. This is community-driven alpha, exclusive insights from today's XBuzz that positions you ahead. If this blew your mind, smash that like button, drop a comment with your XRP price target, subscribe for more insider drops, and share with the XRP fam. Let's get XRP to the moon.